your aunt has returned. Open the gate. Quickly, open the gate. Sir Durant, what happened? What did you discover? The rotten... The horde is coming. Hello and welcome to Best Left Rotten, a deliberately uncanon and undead actual play podcast. My name is Jess Wolfendale and I'm your GM.
My name is Miriam Feats and I'm playing Wren and Regimund.
My name is Nathan Quadrio and I'm playing Regiment Weirdwood.
And welcome to our first winter phase.
Brr, it's cold in here.
Must be some zombies in the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Since Pendragon is a slightly larger scope system in terms of time covered than we've played before, this is sort of a little mini-sode where we'll level up our nights and talk through some of the downtime highlights over the break between adventures. So, having rescued Arthur from certain death at the hands of the rot, using the power of the sword pulled from the stone, amplified by the crystal caves, you travel back to Camelot with a bit of a sniffly Merlin, because while it's your first time travelling with him, he knows it's his last time travelling with you.
Oh, is Merlin coming with us?
Yep. You return to Camelot to find the rotters attacking the gates have routed. The return of Arthur, the first person the kingdom has ever seen cured of the rot, only serves to solidify his claim to the position of High King and ruler of Camelot. A few of the kings, including King Lot, depart rather quickly. And some weeks later, after celebrations and negotiations, the majority of visiting lords depart for the winter, giving several of their soldiers and knights to serve the boy king, protecting him while he grows into his rule and promising their support. Over the next 8 months, Arthur is shuffled away to a crash course of governance, battle strategy, and politics, while his swiftly assembled team of advisors work to establish his claim so he may be officially coronated. Meanwhile, the Watchers of the Stone and the remaining knights continue to protect Camelot and her surrounding vassals from rotten incursions, which, while more frequent than ever, contain only the basic shambling forms you are used to. So, Miriam, why don't you tell us a snippet of what Sir Wren is doing this winter?
Wren is keeping busy, probably settling into what it means to be a knight, because she hadn't really been one for very long. The tournament was the first time she'd really done anything as a knight yet. And so I think that this 8 months is really her being like, oh, this is the job. This is what I'm doing. This is how it works. I think she's training quite hard through this time. I think having seen the new capabilities of some of the rotten, she's very much in the mindset of, oh, okay, maybe she's not as prepared as she thought she was. And so I think she's focusing her training on her horsemanship. I think in that fight with the rotten, riding the rotten donkey, that she realized that horsemanship and charging is probably something she needs to get a little better at. Also, she's sworn her fealty to Arthur. She's realized the gift that he's been given and the power of the sword against the rotten. I think she sees hope in that and promise in that. And so she's sort of aligning herself with Arthur very strongly. And I think she's also taking the time to try and unearth pieces of her own past. Her parents, in theory, maybe are still around here somewhere now that she's realized where she is. And then also trying to unearth any rumors or clues or anything, any other threads she can grasp about Alice and the girls that disappeared those years ago.
So why don't you tell us what Wren does remember about her past, her history? I don't think we've actually talked about that before.
No, we haven't. So Wren and her family, her mother and father, Rose and Hubert, and her older sister Emma, were one of the original families that fled and made encampment at the place we now call Camelot. And her older sister Emma, who was about 11 at the time, was close friends with Alice and was involved in a lot of the things that were going on with Alice at the Standing Stones and a lot of the strangeness. And Wren, loving her older sister, tagged along but didn't ever really, I think, understand anything that was occurring, was just the younger sister that was there and was seeing lots of strange things and maybe not even remembering most of what was going on. She does remember running away with them, leaving Camelot, but during that time when they were away, because she was only 6 and just little and frightened and out of her depth, she got scared and decided to try and run back to Camelot, but got lost in the woods and was there for a time before she was found by a sort of older gentleman who took her under his wing. And she never found out what happened to her sister or the other girls.
And Nathan, can you give us a snapshot of what Sir Regimund spends his winter doing?
So Regimund is not as confident in Arthur, and so is looking to maybe spend some time getting to know him and becoming familiar with him, and maybe stepping in a little bit more of a mentoring capacity, as he is known to do, and maybe using that to kind of test his mettle a little bit and then going from there. Definitely similar to Wren, looking to, after quite a rough first bout in the tournament, straight in the gusset, looking to maybe build up some of those charge skills, reconnecting with my family who are back in Dorset, and then maybe a little bit of time hunting with my squire, the handsome, the wise Alban.
One quick clarification. Do you think that any of your family travelled to Camelot for the tournament with you, or did they all stay in Dorset?
They all stayed in Dorset.
Brilliant. And would you prefer a visit from your father or a letter from your father?
Oh, I think I prefer a letter from my father.
Great. Wren, we're going to start with you. During this period of months, several knights are invited to take part in training exercises, usually with each other, but every so often throughout all of his learning studies and ruling studies, Arthur is also brought to bear, as he has not completed his knight training yet, has in fact only just begun. And so one day you are taken out just beyond the Camelot village, still within the confines of the island, to do some horsemanship exercises, which generally would be done more cross-country. However, after your report of what happened on the road with the new kinds of rotters that are appearing and apparently diving directly for Arthur, they thought it was better to keep it within. So
that seems wise.
Cross-country is maybe pushing it, considering most of the ground is flat. But you can see like a few logs have sort of been brought around, and everyone's sort of divided into hunting pairs to do a little bit of galloping and jumping and stuff like that. And as you're divided into pairs, you can see Arthur sort of looking around nervously, trying to figure out if anyone's actually going to pair with him, or if they're too nervous to, or if perhaps they're too excited to be with him, and he's just looking a bit out of his depth.
You're right.
Yeah.
You don't look it.
It's been a long few weeks. Wren, so Wren, would you mind if...
Wren's fine.
Great. Wren, could we maybe...
you want to work together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're cool with that.
Yeah. Us shorties got to stick together, eh?
What's your horse's name?
Clumper.
That is an excellent name for a horse. I like it very much.
He does clump very loudly, so I thought it was... Have you named your horse?
This is... I guess he's my horse now. This is Morgan.
Morgan? Strange name for a horse in my...
Yeah, I don't know. They just told me his name was... Shall we ride?
Yes, let's. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah. I ride. Like, riding's good. Riding's great.
Yes.
It's just been a lot.
I can imagine.
And
What's the weirdest thing that's happened so far?
Found out this week I'm adopted.
Oh, all right. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I can imagine that would be quite weird.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right.
And you sort of take off, and he tells you, my dad was sort of looking a bit weird after I got back. Well, I guess not my dad.
Well, he raised you. He's your da.
Yeah.
If you want him to be your da, he's your da.
Yeah. he was sort of acting a bit weird after I got back. And then Kay was acting a bit weird. And then he told me that I was dropped off as a baby to him by some wizened old man and asked that I be looked after. He never knew who I was from, but he knew it was very important. And that sorcerer guy, Merlin, he confirmed that happened and that I am in fact Uther's son.
All right, give me.
Yeah, I needed a minute too.
So you would have been king anyway,
right? Because
you were the son of the king.
Yeah,
and then you've pulled the sword from the stone. So now you're
double king.
You're double king.
Yeah, that's what I said. Double king. Yeah, it's like it gives me a more legitimate claim to a throne than pulled a sword out of a tree stump. So that's good for the kingdom, I guess. But I also simultaneously to that did find out that I have a different dad who was the king who came back from the dead and almost killed me.
I was about to say, kind of a weird complex going on there.
And I instantly re-killed my dad.
But cured him from the rot.
I'm sure he's grateful. So that's brought up a few complex emotions.
So big few weeks for you.
Complex family matters.
Well, I'm sorry to. I mean, if you ever need just someone to lend an ear.
Yeah, I mean, sorry. How about you? It's been a lot. You weren't living. You just moved house. You're living here now, right?
Yeah. So it's been a big change. I've been living with Lord Hawthorne since I was 6, and now I'm here and he's back. And I guess, yes, it is strange, but I mean, I know Weirdwood, and now I know you and Kay, and I'm going to force myself into a deceitful role.
Okay.
To see in this moment how much, because Arthur's just been very forthright with Wren, and I think we're going to see how much Wren reciprocates that, because everything in her wants to lie all the time. And she is going to continue to do that because that was an 8 under 16.
Oh, yes.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
I appreciate that. I'll try and keep the worst of it off your plate. You've got enough going on. It feels like.
Hey, I got a lot of new strings I can pull. Be good to get into practice.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. Let's go.
Let's do it.
And Wren, going forth over the next few months, you're going to sort of look into if you can find anything about your parents.
Yes.
If they're still living in Camelot.
Yeah.
Do you remember their names?
I think that I do. She's probably sent Gethin, her squire, to make as discreet of inquiries as he can around the sort of common folk. Like, I think she's very aware that she just can't walk into the common folk areas and be like, I'm looking for, and not have it kind of question. So I think she's getting Gethin to do a lot of the legwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then any good leads she's then following up on.
So this would be an intrigue roll, I believe.
Okay.
However, if you're specifically sending your squire,
yes,
his base roll is a 5 as a squire. However, because this is something very important to you and because he's got a lot of time to do it, we're going to be rolling against a 10.
Okay.
Just to see if anything comes up.
No.
What you find out just from asking around is that there's been a lot of shuffling since that first year, especially after the rivers froze over and the incursion. There was a lot of people moved around, and there's a lot of confusion about those times. And so it's at this time quite difficult to ascertain where they might have gone to, whether or not they're still in town, whether or not they're still going by the same names, or if they found that their association to the sort of paganism that Alice and the Seven showed means that they have tried to hide themselves in other ways. So at this time, you don't find anything in that vein.
No worries.
So, Regiment, a few weeks, I would say, into your stay here, after things have settled down, most of the lords have sort of made their way back now, and you've made the decision to stay. Did you send any word home?
I would have reached out, I think.
And so after some time, you do receive a letter back from Dorset, addressed from your father. Regimund, thank you for your correspondence. I trust you will conduct yourself in a manner befitting of the Weirdwoods in your time in Camelot. You have a singular opportunity to assert yourself at the side of the next great king. Make sure you do so. Please find enclosed an amount of 1 librum that you may outfit yourself in an appropriate manner. Yours sincerely, Sir Eustace Weirdwood of Dorset.
Always the heartfelt one, Father. Well, I suppose I must befit myself in the manner he expects.
So it is enclosed in...
What is a librum? Do I have a coin?
Yeah,
Is it a contract?
So a librum is a golden coin. However, it is most commonly not given in golden coins. It's given in denarii, which is the silver coins, essentially, which are often even then cut into halves or quarters for small change. So you also are given a small pouch with 240 denarii, which equals a singular librum.
Well, a librum? Only a librum, Father?
Yeah.
Please.
Pocket change.
Remember my 21st? 2
1
librums.
librum is the cost to support a peasant family for a year, including food, equipment, and housing. The annual upkeep of 1 squire and 2 horses. It's a feast for 30 nobles. Or an ornamental pool.
Well, I know what I'm spending my librum on. The rotten are coming, but I've got my hot spa.
And Albin, your squire, stands waiting your instruction.
Oh, Albin. Well, it seems like my father has once again replaced love with money and hoping that I won't notice the difference.
I suppose money can be good, sir?
Don't we all feel that way? Here, and I'll pass 40 denarii to...
He's going to roll a constitution save.
to Albin.
Yeah, he's fine. He goes extremely pale and sweaty. I couldn't, sir. It's...
Oh, please, it's the least that I can do. We can't take it with us.
To where? Are we going somewhere, sir?
Well, to death, I suppose. I mean, some of us are moving faster than others. To the hunt, hey?
Hunt.
What beautiful weather we're having.
Yes.
Very cold.
Of course. Is it just a day hunt, sir, or should I pack provisions for...
Yes, I think just for the day. Lop some heads off some rotten.
Right.
Maybe get some more information.
I'll bring the horses round.
Yes. What about that Wren de Fair? Perhaps she should come with us as well.
Of course, I can go find Sir Wren. Of course.
Here, give her this. And I'd like to drop 40 more denarii into his hand.
I hope you're keeping track of this. All right. And he goes off and approaches you, Sir Wren. Would you like to join?
Why not?
Lovely. On a hunt. And so gallantly we all gallop forth into the nearby forest southeast of Camelot, where there is always game aplenty, either of the animal or, more often than not, rotten variety. Go ahead and roll a hunting check for me, one of you. Or both of you, if you'd like.
Yes.
I
I think both should roll. That seems wise.
I'll attempt. I'm not. I don't have. That's a 2 under 5.
Beginner's luck, eh, Wren?
19 over 10. I guess this works for my intention of the scene.
All right. Heading through the forest, Wren, you just sort of spot the glint of some small pieces of armor on a small group of 3 rotten shambling through the trees.
I've found a quarry.
Where are they? I'm sorry, I can't quite see them.
Shh. So that...
Well?
Could it...
Hey, you, rotten! Come forth!
Right.
All right, and they burst out. We're just going to make this a singular roll. Whatever you'd like to roll for it, whether you're doing swords or lances or such.
Sword, baby.
Yep, go ahead. I'm not looking up hunting rules. Oh, good! The dice tell the story!
Oh, I hate this system. 19 over 20 on the hunting check. Critical fumble.
Fumble.
Fumble on the sword roll.
On the sword. Okay, great. And were you still on horseback at this point?
Yes, I was on horseback heading. I'm like, oh yes, riding into battle.
Copy that. Wren?
Wren rolled a 15 on her sword.
Yep.
But as she is on horseback, so has high ground.
plus
it's
5.
a 15 under 19, so it is a success.
Brilliant. All right. So
Wren charges in and, lops the head off one of these.
Wren continues being the chosen one.
Yeah,
apparently.
absolutely.
I think here's what happens. You both ride forth, and for a moment you're both side by side on your horses, tail to muzzle, striking down either side, and it's easy. It's something you've done before. It's nothing like the rotten that you were encountering on the road. These are just basic guys. All they can do is sort of claw at you until one of them gets a grip on you, Regimund, and before you can steady yourself, your foot slips out of the stirrup and you go careening off to the side.
So
suddenly
Regiment.
Underneath this rotten that's bearing down on you, and you just can't gather your thoughts quick enough to manage to get it off. And you're just being beaten down upon until Sir Wren comes along and is able to swiftly behead it, and it falls slightly on top of you to the side.
Was that the last rotten?
And that was the last one.
Wren would jump off her horse to help heave the body off Sir Regimund. Sir Regimund!
Yes?
Albin, quick!
The squires are running in. Gethin sort of takes both the horses and Albin runs up. Sir, is there anything... What do you need?
Yes. Can you just help me up, friend?
Great. Go ahead and roll a constitution save for me.
It's a 19 over 13. I want to note for the listeners, also with a brand new die. I was like, let's get out some new dice. Let's try and turn it around. No.
Change up the energy. No. They've got a story they want to tell.
They've also been sitting on one, charging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
A 1.
And what happens as you sort of go to reach your arm up, you see what starts as sort of a tremor in your hand is beginning to escalate to a muscle that's sort of cramping and jumping in your arm. You can see it just sort of like tightens up there, and you can physically see the muscle sort of flicking.
Sir Regimund, have you been hurt?
No, I'm fine. I'm just let me, please help me up.
Albin sort of grabs you under the armpits and helps you stand.
Yes, thank you, Albin. And I'd like to kind of shake him off, and kind of stumble over to a nearby tree, and I'd like to roll reckless.
Okay.
A 9 under 16.
Yep.
Yes, I'm totally fine. Please, please leave me. Gethin, bring my horse. And I'd like to start stumbling towards the horse.
Yeah, Gethin sort of brings him over, and Albin's like, "Sir, I don't know if you should. We can rest. It's."
Yes, the rotten are gone. Let's take a minute.
No, there's no need
Let's
to
have
rest.
a snack.
No,
and some water.
Yeah, I'll bring the snacks, and he sort of goes over to the saddlebags and starts like setting up some stuff on the ground.
Wren sits down.
Yep.
I lean on the side of Brindlebone and put my head down.
Nuzzles at your hip.
It's good eating, Regiment. You should join us.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need anything to eat.
Can I roll? I
Yeah,
don't know
go
what
ahead
this
and
would
roll
be.
Awareness for me.
Yeah. It's a 9 under 12.
You can see that Sir Regimund is sort of locking his knees back in order to stay standing and is struggling with something. You don't know whether it's purely physical. You don't know whether it's embarrassment but there's definitely something going on.
I think Wren will stand and sort of gesture to the squires. Please eat.
Yeah.
You should rest as well. And then she'll make her way over to where Sir Regiment is leaning against Brindlebone.
I lift my head. Sir Wren, please, you must need your rest.
Oh, I've had a bit of a snack. Sir Regiment, it feels like maybe there's something you're not telling me. And I care about you, and so I just want to make sure that you're all right.
I'm going to roll deceitful. 16 of 12. So I need to roll honest. 12 over 8. So I failed both.
So you get to choose in this moment. Are you honest or deceitful?
Sometimes I find writing gets the better of me.
As long as that's all it is.
And sometimes I find working with the sword gets the better of me. And sometimes I find running gets the better of me. And sometimes I find walking gets the better of me. And sometimes I find waking up in the morning gets the better of me.
Are you ill?
Some would say that, Sir Wren. I have these bouts of illness, weakness. Sometimes I can't see it coming on. It just, a shake in my arm or some dizziness.
How long has this been going on?
It feels as long as I can remember, but significantly impacting me definitely since my knighthood. So what's that, 4-5 years? As soon as I noticed it, I just had to put my head down and push through in order to become a knight. It's what Sir Eustace, my father, would have wanted.
Well, I'm sure he would also want you to be healthy and safe. No?
Maybe. Sometimes your parents can surprise you. And sometimes they don't.
Well, you're not alone anymore. If you need someone to watch your back, to support you or cover you or help you through when these episodes come over you, I can do that.
I appreciate the offer, Sir Wren, but I made it this far, and I'm sure I'll continue to do so. And eventually, I'll find myself a nice, comfortable position, managing arms at some house and helping their youngsters, as I did with you, and as I would hope to do with young Arthur, if he would have me.
I'm sure he would. He's a very bright and eager young boy, even if he's a little strange. And apparently, Uther's natural-born son.
I'm sorry. I think I had a bit of a moment. I think my mind slipped there. I thought you said that Arthur was Uther's natural-born son, not Sir Ector.
I did say that, yes. Yes, turns out that Arthur was adopted by Sir Ector.
Wren, look, it's been many years since I've been in Camelot, but it's important that we don't trust the scuttlebutt that's going around, okay? The common folk, they love...
This came from Arthur himself. He's been told, I think Merlin corroborated it. It's a fact.
So you were saying that...
Arthur is a double king. He
Well, dare I say, I struggled with the first king, the sword.
But this second king is easier to get on board with.
Absolutely, yes. That is interesting. And what does Merlin have to do with all of this?
That I'm less sure.
I'm not even sure if he's really on our side.
I don't know if he's on anyone's side but Merlin's.
Anyway, we should get headed back to Camelot, I think.
We should. I'm not sure how far the Uther thing is spreading yet, so just keep a lid on it maybe, and we'll take our cues from...
Well, I'll keep a lid on this if you keep a lid on...
I wouldn't ever dream of betraying what you have told me, Sir Regimund.
Sir Wren, I think it's important you understand that not even Alban is aware.
That, Sir Regimund, it would be safer if he knew. He could help you.
And he does an amazing job. He has a fabulous squire, and I hope one day he will make an amazing knight. But it is important that this does not spread. The Weirdwood name is one of the most important things to me, and one of the most important things to my father, and it is important that I maintain that.
I give you my word, Sir Regimund, as a knight and as, I hope, your friend.
Yes, and I hope so, because I don't think I make a very good cleric.
Are you ready to go, sirs?
Yes, Alban. Let's go. Right on, good fellow. And I'm clamber up on top of my horse, crawling up.
He's sort of shoving you from behind. All right. A little bit later into the seasons, we're now approaching the winter solstice. Wren, you're sort of keeping your ears out As a pagan yourself, you're aware that there is less public demonstrations of paganism, although it's not completely frowned upon in this day and age of standing stones and weird swords and undead rising from their graves. It's still not completely mainstream, shall we say. And so no one in the castle is celebrating winter solstice. So you find yourself wandering out among the town and notice that there are a few lanterns making their way in the pitch black of night towards the standing stones.
I think Ren would sort of cloak, hood up, and quietly follow.
Great. Following them, sort of keeping your distance, you see that there is what looks like a small gathering at the standing stones of people in small groups with what looks like baskets, and some of the kids are sort of wandering around making daisy chains, and everyone's talking quietly but having this sense of community. Would you approach or would you stay back and just watch?
I think, trying to see if there's like a role that maybe would.
You could either do a spiritual
or
a reckless or...
I think it would be a reckless because it's like a putting it out there to at least some people, like if she got recognized. That's a 19 over 10. We'll see if prudent succeeds. It does. So 5 under 10. So I think she's very tempted by the idea of stepping into this space and having that community, but I think that responsibility that she's been taking on more and more over these past few months just holds her slightly away from everything.
So watching from a distance, you see at some point, you're not exactly sure what instigates it, but these people sort of gather in a circle around this central, very, very small pyre that they've built. And these 8 people stand holding these baskets, say a few words to each other, and then light the pyre and burn these offerings. You would recognize this as a ritual that took place back in the early days of Camelot amongst Alice and the Seven and those that believed that making sacrifices, not of a animal or a living thing, but just simple things like fruits and crafts, would keep the town safe. And you can see in some way that ritual has still survived. Regimund, you approach Arthur about some mentoring. He's obviously got a lot going on, and so you find that you are added to a list, essentially, of people that want a slice of the boy king. And so at some point, late winter, autumn, you are able to train him in whatever way you see fit to have these moments of mentorship. What does that look like?
I think that if I may offer a twist to the scene,
Sure.
I think maybe I might try to see him more on it's more of a social call, I think. And I see us maybe just engaging in some conversation over a couple of rounds or games of chess. Because I think opening up to Wren, and even being aware in himself, as he said, in a mentoring space, Regimund is kind of interested in utilizing, he's a smart guy. He's not just a brute. There's skills of mind, and he knows that he's going to have to rely on those more and more. So he's kind of saying, well, we know that there's going to be people who are training you to be swordsmen. We know that there's going to be people who are showing you how to be a great writer, but how are you as a statistician? How are you as a mind? How are you as a diplomat as well? I'm interested to know that about him before I swear my fealty to him.
Absolutely. And it is in one of these games that you find yourself right now playing against a very tired looking Arthur, but he always finds some comfort in these slightly more social visits.
How's your training going, Arthur?
A lot of long days. But I think I'm learning. It's a lot of history.
Indeed it is. What are you finding most interesting at the moment?
Well, I have many learned scholars at my disposal, and to my knowledge, I will be gaining more once the snow thaws and we're able to send word. What interests me is the lost histories. When Londinium fell, there was a lot of books left behind, and is it bad to say I'm interested in poetry? I know it's not the most important thing right now, but something about people caring enough about the state of the world and the story they want to tell that they thought to write it down so carefully. I don't know. I should be focusing on battle strategy, I suppose, but
all things come to make a well-rounded individual. Check.
When did you do that? Sort of goes back to concentrating a little bit.
Do you write your own poetry, Arthur?
Me? I'm a kid. No, I don't have time.
Well, I'm sure you can find some time before you sleep. Adults, children, everybody has a viewpoint on the world.
Yeah, but so much poetry is about love.
Yes, I mean, have you not experienced love, Arthur? Love for your friends, your family, the father you didn't know?
Oh boy, yeah, I knew you'd bring that one up. Yes and no. I was born after the rot began. People's priorities have been different, so I hear. And so, yes, while I found love, I suppose, with brotherly love, and I love my horse, and I used to love playing chess before I realized I was so bad at it. It seems frivolous and dangerous. Even before the rot, it seems dangerous.
Frivolity is what keeps us on an even keel, I think. Arthur, can I tell you something that I'm not supposed to tell anybody?
I think you're going to.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with my father.
I've been studying the noble houses. Sir Weirdwood, Dorset.
Yes.
That is my entirety of the understanding.
Not necessarily super well known, but a champion, an incredible swordsman, a tactician, incredibly skilled and well known, perhaps pushed out due to politics, but a man of immense power as a warrior. And if he asks you, I didn't tell you this.
He nods.
He's a painter. Quietly to himself, landscapes, using mostly natural pigment he finds in the earth. When everything is too much, he takes a moment to relax, reflect, and appreciate the beauty of what he can see around him. That does not make him any less of a warrior, or any less of a demanding and authoritative father. But perhaps poetry, or writing, or exploration is your way of taking a moment and reflecting on what you see before you. Checkmate.
Thank you for your wisdom, Sir Regimund. I don't know yet what kind of king I will be, but I hope to be someone that creates a world where we can all find time to find the beauty again. Same time next week?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to quickly make our way through the winter phase level ups now.
Oh, yes. This is what I actually want to do.
All right. The first thing we're going to do is roll on the personal events table. So in addition to time spent adventuring, every player night faces other challenges and opportunities throughout the year. So we're each going to roll a d20 on the personal events table to determine what trait or passion of yours has been tested throughout this winter. So Regimund, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Wonderful. I would like you to choose either prudent or reckless to have been challenged.
That is so fitting.
That's right. I was counting down and I'm like, I hope this is the way it works because that is perfect. Let's do prudent.
Prudent.
I won't say anything. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll against your prudence score for me and tell me what kind of success or failure you get.
Failure.
Go ahead and roll reckless now.
Success.
If reckless succeeds, you try jumping a precipice on horseback.
What? Why? Why is Regiment such an idiot? Why a precipice? How big is a precipice? Like this chasm.
I just love that you immediately had that conversation with me, felt like you had something to prove, and went out and found a cliff.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how badly you roll as to how big the cliff is. Let's see. Go ahead and roll horsemanship for me at a -5.
That's a 1 under 10. That's a success.
You gain glory equal to your appearance score. You, in fact, do jump a precipice, and it is very impressive.
But I feel very guilty about it.
Wren, what did you roll?
A 1.
A 1. All right. So chaste or lustful? It is up to you. You can choose either whether your chaste or your lustful has been challenged at this point. And let's see if it's appropriate for a PG podcast.
That was not what I was anticipating Wren would run into. Let's go chaste.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll against your chaste for me.
Sure. It's an 8/7, baby.
So a failure?
That's a failure.
Okay. Now roll lustful.
That's a 19/13, so also a failure.
All right. In which case, Sir Wren, this being your first sort of foray at court, as it is currently in the befrazzled state of Camelot,
Yes.
you are sort of being challenged, Sir Wren, as one of the few female knights in the retinue to accept flatterers at court and with some sense of courteousness without being overly flirtatious. And you're struggling to ride that line a little bit at the moment. You're not going to lose or gain anything this year, but there is some interest from a couple of the other knights, a couple of the soldiers, a couple of the lords around. Nothing directly proposed to you, but that's something to think about.
All right.
All right. Step 2 of our winter phase, we are going to do some experience rolls. So what we're going to do, for each thing that has an experience check next to it, you can roll 1d24. If the number rolled is greater than the current value, so what would be considered a failure, then the character learned from that experience and adds 1 point to that value. Once you've rolled it, you can erase the check.
So I rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I rolled under on 5 out of 6.
What did you...
So I now have an 11 for charge instead of 10.
That's good. That's something you wanted to focus
good.
on. It looks like Wren's gaining a lot of experience over here.
I'm rolling really high.
Yeah.
My hate for the rotten went up by 1 point, which makes sense because they've gotten freakier. My spiritual went up to a 14. My worldly is now a 6. My valorous went up to a 16. My cowardly is now a 4. My hunting went up to a 6.
Wow.
From a 5.
Congratulations.
I know. Horsemanship and sword stayed the same.
Now, we are going to skip over economic circumstances as I don't believe we're going to be spending a lot of time as to how much money you've got.
And Nathan's drowning in money now.
However, you'd be considered an ordinary knight, Sir Wren, and you would get 1 Libram discretionary. I believe at this point you would be considered a rich knight from what you've told me about your family background and would get 3 Libram discretionary. But you would have to spend that on your knights, your squires and like maintaining your horses and the lands that you currently don't have. Like there's a lot of things that happen during winter phases that I don't think we're particularly interested in as a podcast because as fun as it would be for us to play Sims with our taxes, we don't need to be doing that. Next step is aging. Increase your age by 1 year on your character sheet.
Hey.
None of you are older than 35, are you?
No.
Not yet.
Wonderful.
What happens when we're over 35?
You begin aging and must check for senescence and infirmity every winter phase.
I'm only 20.
Make a note somewhere, I don't know if it's on your character sheet, that your squire is 1 year older.
Oh, yeah. Gethin's 15 now.
Albin will now be 15.
Oh, they're the same age. Cute. Brilliant. And essentially that changes a little bit. They become more competent at roles. So
Nice. On your Gethin.
the next step is training and practice. So you can select one of the following improvements. You can change a personality trait, so add a point to a trait, decreasing its opposite by the same amount. You can change a passion, add or subtract 1 point from any passion. You can change a characteristic, add 1 point to strength, dex, con, or appearance. or you can train any skills, add 6 points to any number of skills that are currently under 15 in any combination.
I added 3 points to my horsemanship and 3 points to my charge. So my horsemanship is now a 14 and my charge is now a 13.
Lovely.
I added 2 to battle and 4 to charge. So now my battle is 7 and my charge is 15.
Brilliant.
Which I think is going to have a really significant impact
Yeah.
on the outcome of some of these rolls.
You're just going to roll between a 15 and 20 now. That's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Well, knowing that an 11 is the average roll on a d20.
Yeah. All right, next step, we're going to add up all the glory gained in this year's play. So I haven't really given you glory. So you're going to gain 25 glory for your participation in the tournament, 25 glory for the rotten you defeated on the road,
Nice.
and 200 glory for safely escorting and thus saving Arthur. So 250 glory total from this year. You also accrue passive glory from certain annual benchmarks. So a character of fair appeal. So if your appeal characteristic is between 13 and 15, you gain 10 points of glory each winter phase. And does anyone have a famous trait or passion? Which I believe is something that's over a 50. Famous is 16 to 20.
Great. I have 2.
What are your famous traits?
So my deceitful is a 16.
Jeez.
And then
I don't know that you could be famous for your deceitfulness.
I'm lying about everything.
Yeah.
And then my valorous is now a 16, which does track considering how well I did in all
It's
of
true.
the big combat
It's
things.
true.
Yeah.
My reckless is still a 16.
Famously reckless.
Happy for you to rule that I can't earn anything from the deceitful.
I think what it translates as is that
Everyone's
you're
buying the story.
I think it's more so that you're known as being very discretionary. So like people can tell you things and they know it won't get around. Even though you did immediately spread that Arthur thing. I
It's
think that's
Weirdwood, and I told him
fine.
not to tell anybody.
It's fine.
And I think that I just got well known and got some glory for jumping over a cliff on my horse.
Yeah.
So me being famous for recklessness.
You're literally, I think
Yeah.
it's like locker room famous. Where I was
Yes.
like, hey, reckless Reggie over here.
Which is exactly the kind of culture that I want to create around myself.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so famous traits and passions, I believe each add 15 points of glory each year. And did any of you jump over 1,000 points of glory more than you had? Like, you've already, I believe, both had over 1,000.
Yes.
I haven't bumped to the next 1,000
Yeah.
yet. No.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait. So I had 2,825.
Yep.
And I've now added 288 to that. So I have now gone into the 3,000 glory.
Oh,
benchmark.
wonderful. At every full 1,000 points of glory, the player knight receives a prestige award.
For failing almost every role in the campaign so far, I get a prestige award.
So you can either raise any statistic by 1 point, no restrictions apply, no penalties pertain, and it may increase the crit bonus for skills over 20. So anything you can raise by 1 point, lower the value of a passion by 1 point, or guarantee that an heir is conceived, born healthy, and of the gender preferred by the player. Like a little baby Reggie.
While that is tempting, while that is very, very tempting, I'm going to raise any stat by 1.
And increase my battle by an additional point to a total of 8, which I think makes sense with the strategy sessions with Arthur and his new sort of concentration on that side of things.
Nice. With that, we are going to move into the springtime. You have the opportunity to swear your allegiance to Camelot and Arthur, its lord and supposed future high king. Will you swear yourselves at this time?
Of course.
I do.
You find yourselves in the Great Hall of Camelot, a throne at one end at which you kneel yourselves before. Arthur is there, overseeing as the Lord Steward steps forwards. Sir Regimund, Sir Wren, do you swear to Arthur, Lord of Camelot and High King of Britain, pending formalities, to never do wicked deeds nor murder, and always flee treason, always lend aid to lords and ladies alike, and never take battles in a wrongful quarrel for no law nor for no worldly goods, by no means be cruel, but give mercy unto all those that ask mercy?
I swear.
I swear.
And do you swear fealty to Arthur, to defend and obey him until he depart the throne, or death shall take you?
I swear.
I swear.
Arthur stands and sort of steps towards you. I, Arthur, swear to defend and honour you, Sir Wren, and you, Sir Regimund, as you once did me, and as befits a true knight. He takes a sword, not the one pulled from the weird wood, but a beautiful sword nonetheless, and taps you, Sir Wren, on both shoulders with the blade. I dub thee Sir Wren of Camelot. Receive now this sword to your side to serve and defend me well. He offers you the sword.
I take it.
Arise, Sir Knight. And is given another sword. And he taps you on the shoulders, Sir Regimund. I dub thee Sir Regimund of Camelot. Receive now this sword to your side to serve and defend me well.
I take it.
Arise, Sir Knight. And that's where we'll leave the episode.
You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on X, Instagram and Blue Sky at Best Left Podcast, and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info and additional content. A full song and artist list for this episode can be found in the description. Our cover art is by Irit Mogilevsky, who can be found on Instagram at irit.mog. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our producer. If you enjoyed our episode today, please leave a review and tell your friends.